Hello and welcome to Nowhere. My name is Trish and I am the creator behind Nowhere Novelties. This next cup is actually a combination of two cups from my favorite two YouTubers, Courtney's Customs and Flynn Sisters Boutique. Flynn Sisters Boutique used this same transparent vinyl on a cup of her design, and then Courtney's Customs used the decal on one of her cup designs, and I just think it turned out so stinking cute. If you're ready, let's drop in and shoot for the stars. This is a 30-ounce skinny from Maker Flow Crafts, base painted white, and I'm using Bright from Peachy Olive glitters and Mod Podge to apply the glitter. I wanted a soft glitter background, knowing that I was going to be applying a semi-transparent vinyl, or I actually think this one is a transparent vinyl, not semi-transparent. So let me correct myself. It is a transparent vinyl from BAMF Custom Creation. So basically it's completely see-through. The coloring of like the design is pigmented enough, but not so much so that it's opaque. So you can see right through it. So I wanted to see that soft shimmer behind it, and Bright is almost like a cheat glitter, whereas you can like mix it into your epoxy to create like a soft sparkle. So I used my ombre shaker actually to apply this because I didn't want it like heavily applied. I knew I just needed that little bit of shimmer behind the transparent vinyl. So I applied this just like any other solid glitter color. And then I think I was able to only epoxy over it once and it be smooth enough for me to apply that transparent vinyl. So in just a second, I'm going to show off the full sheet of the vinyl. It is called Rainbow Watercolor Galaxy. Again, it is a transparent vinyl from BAMF. And so I knew I was going to not be using the whole sheet. Like, it's a little bit too big for the size of this cup. I believe the 30 ounces are like 9.5 inches tall. So I knew I was going to lose about like 2 to 3 inches of the top or bottom. And I wanted to get the full coloring. So I really plopped the cup like almost perfectly in the center of the cup and applied it just like a full wrap. I started with an anchor point and then worked it smoothly onto the cup, and then went right down that seam to take off the excess. And then I did go around, obviously, the top and bottom rims to clean those up as well. One of these days, I will invest in one of the fancy edge trimmers that are like 3D printed. Until then, I just go around with my craft knife and try to get as even of a line as possible. Thankfully, this cup worked out in my favor. Sometimes I definitely get some wonky lines. Anyway, so I wanted to clean up this seam. It had a little bit too harsh of a transition point from like one end of the vinyl to the other. So I used a like makeup application sponge and some white alcohol ink. I ripped the sponge to get like a really organic like texture on the sponge, so I didn't have any like harsh lines. And I just kind of pat, you know, just dabbed it on in a little bit of a swirl pattern to create the same type of like cloud, like, yeah, just like on the transparent vinyl. It looked very cloud-like and ethereal. So I just sponged that on, and if you ask me, I think it created a really smooth transition. You cannot tell where, you know, the seam is. So now we're moving on to the decal. Look at how cute this thing is. So I had a little bit of like a mishap with the Cricut, and I had to recut the little like backpack air tank guy on the back of my astronaut. So that's why it's like it looks like this on the vinyl. So this is a Arteza holographic opal, like super shifty vinyl, which I think went really well with the color scheme of the transparent vinyl. It does take forever to weed because it's a very intricate design. So then I'm just taking and adding his little backpack back onto the decal. And then this guy is done. I did 2 coats of finishing epoxy over the decal. And in the first coat, I actually sprinkled a little bit of Vortex from the glitter grind. You can see that here, just to kind of add a little bit more shimmer. I hope you guys love this one. Please give it a try. See you all next time. Bye now.